People love to say that micromanagement is bad. And most of the time, yeah, it is. But sometimes it's necessary. It's funny. I see this in the military all the time. Somebody gets promoted into a leadership position that has no business being in a leadership position. Maybe they got there because they were good at shooting or running or whatever their job is, but doing and leading are two different skills. So they were never taught how to lead, and now they micromanage everything everyone below them does. And it's because they want everyone to do things exactly the way they did it, because that's how they became successful, and they don't know any other way. But real leaders know that micromanagement is a means to an end. That should not be your default manner of leading people. If somebody's brand new, they don't know the organization, they don't know the task, yeah, you're going to have to micromanage them. You're going to have to be on their neck a little bit. You're going to have to follow up with them more often until they get it, until you can trust them. Now, as soon as you trust them, then you back off and you let them run. This isn't a new concept. This is the same thing we do with our kids. When you have small kids, you have to constantly tell them everything. Tell them what to do, what not to do. You're micromanaging everything until they get it, and then you back off and you let them go. So if you are constantly micromanaging people, then that's not their problem. That's your problem. Maybe you got burned by a former employee. Maybe you don't want to look bad. Maybe you have a fear of failure. But whatever it is, you need to ask yourself those hard questions and figure out whatever that is and resolve it. Because otherwise, you're going to force people to quit. Now, if you're the person that's being micromanaged, yeah, that sucks. Nobody likes to be micromanaged. You need to look at it and ask, am I the only one being micromanaged, or are they micromanaging everyone? Now, if it's just you, that's a sign that the leader doesn't trust you. So you can defeat that by asking questions about, what do you need to see from me on this task or this project in order for you to trust that I've got this? That allows you to take ownership of that task or that project. And then it makes the leader now think of what the successful outcome will look like. Now, if the leader is micromanaging everybody, that's a whole different problem. They have a control problem, and you're going to have to talk to them one-on-one to help them figure out why they're doing that and how it makes you and the rest of the staff feel. Now, if you don't have that relationship with them, you may need to talk to the person above them, because that's a real problem and you're going to drive people out the door. So just to recap that, micromanaging doesn't always have to be bad, but it should have an expiration date. Learn how to lead, or you're going to lead people right out the door.